Welcome to Wise Valley, where your journey to self-discovery and empowerment begins. Here, we dive into the transformative world of personal development, sharing powerful insights and actionable strategies that will inspire you to unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking motivation, practical advice, or a fresh perspective, you've found your tribe. Hit that subscribe button and join our vibrant community, and let's embark on this incredible journey of growth and transformation together. Your best self is waiting. Let's find it. Have you ever set a goal, worked towards it with determination, and then suddenly found yourself facing an unexpected change in your life? Maybe you've been hit with an obstacle or change in circumstances, and now the goal that once seemed so achievable feels completely out of reach. This can be an incredibly frustrating experience, one that leaves you feeling stuck, unsure of your next steps, and wondering whether you should just abandon the goal altogether. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. We all encounter moments in life when our circumstances shift unexpectedly. Life has a way of throwing challenges at us: job changes, family dynamics, health issues, or even global events like a pandemic. These changes can make the goals we set for ourselves seem irrelevant or unrealistic. And when we're faced with these shifts, it's common to feel confused or defeated. The path you were once on now feels blocked, and your dreams suddenly seem out of reach. But here's the thing. Just because life changes doesn't mean your dreams are over. The goals you set for yourself are not a one-way street. In fact, the ability to adapt your goals to new circumstances can be a superpower, one that will not only help you push through tough times, but can also lead to even greater personal growth. If you've been struggling with adjusting your goals in light of life changes, this video is for you. Today we're going to explore why it can be so difficult to adapt your goals, the emotional and psychological reasons behind it, and more importantly, how you can take action right now to adjust your goals and keep moving forward. When life throws a curveball, it can be easy to give up on your goals altogether. You may start to feel like it's too hard to shift gears, or that you've failed if you change direction. But let me tell you, adapting your goals is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of strength. In fact, one of the biggest reasons why people struggle with adapting their goals is that they feel a strong emotional attachment to their original plans. We tend to get emotionally invested in the goals we set, and when life forces us to change course, it can feel like we're abandoning a part of ourselves. We might even experience feelings of guilt or disappointment, as if we're letting ourselves down. But this attachment can actually create a mental block. The truth is, it's normal to feel attached to the goals we've worked so hard for. We often tie our identity to our achievements. If your goal was to run a marathon, but you've developed a health issue that's preventing you from running, it can be difficult to even think about setting a new goal, let alone adjust the current one. Similarly, if your goal was to climb the corporate ladder, but you've recently decided that a career change is in your future, you might struggle to reconcile this new direction with the goals you've already set. Another reason adapting goals can be difficult is because of something called cognitive dissonance. Essentially, when we set goals, we align them with our sense of self. This makes it harder to change them because it feels like we're changing who we are. You might feel like if you abandon or adjust a goal, you're abandoning a part of your identity or the vision of yourself you've worked towards. This internal conflict can be overwhelming, and it makes it harder to make a change, even if it's necessary. In addition to these emotional and psychological factors, there are also external factors, life circumstances, that play a huge role in whether or not you're able to adapt your goals. Sometimes things happen that are beyond our control. Financial constraints, family responsibilities, or changes in your work life can throw you off course. Global events like the pandemic or other societal shifts can also disrupt your plans. You might find yourself needing to adjust your goals simply because you're in a completely different situation than you were when you first set them. And when that happens, it can be tough to stay motivated or keep your eyes on the prize. But here's the good news. Adapting your goals isn't about giving up or letting go of your dreams. It's about recalibrating and adjusting to the reality you're living in now. Life is unpredictable, and so should your goals be. Flexibility and adaptability are the keys to long-term success, especially when it comes to goal setting. The most successful people are often those who can roll with the punches, adjust when things go awry, and find new paths when the old ones become blocked. The first step in adapting your goals is to change the way you think about them. Instead of viewing your goals as rigid, immovable objects that must be completed by a specific date or in a certain way, start thinking of them as flexible milestones that can evolve. Life will always throw challenges your way, but that doesn't mean your dreams need to be crushed. You can still achieve what you set out to do, just perhaps in a different way or at a different time. One of the best things you can do when faced with a situation like this is to take a step back and reflect on your current situation. Ask yourself, what's important to me now? What can I realistically achieve given where I'm at right now? Reassess your priorities and think about what you can still pursue, even if it's in a different form. For example, if your goal was to launch a business but your financial situation has changed, instead of abandoning it altogether, maybe you can focus on researching and planning for a future launch. Maybe you can start small, building the groundwork bit by bit, so when you're in a better position, you can fully commit to your goal. It's also crucial to break your goals down into smaller, more manageable steps. Often we set big, long-term goals that can feel overwhelming, especially when life takes an unexpected turn. By breaking down a large goal into smaller, achievable steps, you not only make it easier to stay on track, but you also give yourself the opportunity to celebrate small wins along the way. These small victories will keep you motivated and help you gain momentum, which is key when adjusting to a new reality. Let's say your goal was to complete a marathon, but you've sustained an injury. Rather than throwing in the towel, break your goal into smaller, incremental targets. Start by focusing on what you can do. Perhaps that means starting with walking, then progressing to light jogging. Celebrate each milestone, no matter how small it seems. This mindset shift allows you to adapt your goal while still maintaining the core purpose: getting healthier, feeling stronger, and achieving personal growth. The next step is to set new, realistic goals based on your current circumstances. This is where you reassess and realign. Sometimes you may need to entirely shift your goals based on new insights or limitations. For example, if you've recently had a child or taken on a new job that requires more of your time, it might no longer be realistic to set a goal of working on a large project at the same pace you were before. Instead, you might need to set a new goal that aligns more with your current availability and energy levels, such as working on a smaller project or focusing on different aspects of personal growth. Setting new goals doesn't mean you're giving up on your dreams. It simply means that you're being strategic and realistic, given the circumstances. And remember, even the most successful people have to shift their goals and expectations when life throws curveballs. The important thing is that you keep moving forward, adjusting your course, and staying open to new possibilities. One final tip for adapting your goals is to embrace the power of change. Life is constantly in flux, and rather than resisting change, embrace it. Change opens up new opportunities, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. It can lead to unexpected breakthroughs or new paths that you never would have considered if you were rigidly holding on to your original goal. In the end, the key to successfully adapting your goals is flexibility. Life changes, and so should your approach to your goals. Reframe your mindset, break your goals into smaller, manageable steps, set new realistic goals based on your current circumstances, and embrace the process of change. You don't have to abandon your dreams, you just need to adjust them to fit your new reality. So, what's the first step you're going to take today? Don't let life's challenges keep you from achieving what you want. Reflect, adjust, and take action. You've got this. If this video resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on personal growth. And remember, the journey may not always be linear, but every step you take brings you closer to your goals. Keep moving forward and don't be afraid to adapt along the way.